my previous videos, I informed you about 4 important towns and cities in southwestern Libya in Fezzan territory, where locals announced to back GNA, Sabha, Murzuq, Ghat, and then the fourth place is Ubari. So these 4 places announced to back GNA. What is on ground situation there now, viewers? What has been the response of LNA and GNA to these announcements? In this video, I'll give you the update on ground, viewers. Firstly, viewers, LNA's reaction. LNA has been very quick to react after these announcements. Security patrols have been started by LNA in Fezzan territory. So in all these 4 places, Ubari, Murzuq, Ghat and Sabha, LNA is conducting security patrols now. Scores of armed vehicles of LNA are conducting patrols here, especially in Ubari and Murzuq areas, viewers. Then, viewers, in Ghat yesterday, Major General Belqasem Al-Abaj, who is the head of Southern Command of LNA, he went to Ghat yesterday. He met with prominent social figures there, tribal elders there. He listened to their grievances there and he addressed their concerns there. Then, viewers, in Sabha, LNA went for a political solution there. Members of City Council of Sabha, they are voicing their support for LNA. There have been protests by people outside Sabha City Council as well. People voiced their support for LNA and rejected the support for GNA. So in all these 4 areas, viewers, Sabha, Murzuq, Ghat and the 4th area, Ubari, LNA has been busy to keep its grip on Fezzan territory. What is the reaction of GNA, viewers? Viewers, GNA is nowhere to be seen in these areas. I haven't heard of any visit of any GNA high-level dignitary to these areas. And secondly, I haven't heard any news about the movement of any of GNA's military resources to these areas. So GNA is literally leaving these areas to LNA. And it is due to the fact that there are some restraints on GNA's ability to reach these areas. These areas are far away from power centers of GNA. Misrata, Tripoli, which are power centers of GNA, they are far away from these areas. Sabha, which of all these areas, Sabha is closest to Tripoli, and this closest area is more than 650 kilometers away from Tripoli. So it is not easy for GNA to move its military resources from those areas to these areas in southwest of Libya. Secondly, viewers, Turkish drones, which are a major advantage for GNA, these drones cannot be deployed in these areas as well, because the drones are operated from a control room, and these drones have a range of around 150 kilometers. And so far there are no control rooms built in these areas or in the vicinity of these areas. So Turkish drones cannot be deployed in these areas. Turkey will have to build operation rooms, control rooms here, which are not here so far. So there are certainly some restraints on GNA's ability to reach these areas. That is why these areas have been left open to LNA. Now the question is, how long can these areas remain aligned with GNA if GNA is not there to support them? That is a question, viewers. Secondly, viewers, it seems to be GNA's deliberate strategy to first finish its offensive in Al Watiya and Tarhuna and Tripoli, then move towards these areas in southwest of Libya and to the east of Sirte.